Oh boy, we're finally at the investigation.
I can't believe how long that took. Like, we weren't sitting there talking for 10, 15 minutes every 2 seconds, okay?
No, everyone else was.
Like, there's actually long scenes. Anyway.
Speaking of long scenes, where are the Bittersweet gamers?
I'm the opinionator.
And I'm We Square.
I better just keep my mouth shut. Let's do this. Well, you found anything yet? You just looked at a stack of books and sort of punched it.
Stack of books.
Stack of papers. If you're the ultimate detective, then you've got your eyes on the culprit, right?
Huh?
What?
I'll leave it to you.
Tell me who you think the culprit is. I don't mind if it's just an educated guess.
We have literally no data. Oh, I want to know too.
I've got 2 ideas. Miyu and Rantaro.
Right.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I can't say anything yet. Then again, we rarely get it right away. We normally have to get some other evidence that comes out in the trials.
Right.
Not cool.
But there's someone you're a little bit suspicious of, right? No, there's gotta be.
Huh?
Jeez.
But you're afraid of that. You're afraid of suspecting someone, aren't you? That's how it looks to me.
But
with things the way they are, wouldn't it be better for you to suspect others more? Then let me just warn you. The way the world works is that those who speak win. The truth can easily be twisted. This is absolutely true.
100%.
The worst times in my life in terms of my relationships at work were when I didn't say anything. That's one of the reasons that I don't shut up.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally had a moment in my life, it was like 10 years ago or something, I vowed I'm never gonna shut up again. I'm never gonna hold it in again. I'm gonna say exactly what I think, unless there's really a compelling reason why I shouldn't. So, wait a minute. How many times now has Ryoma said something that's made me have this reaction? Like 2 or 3 times?
Yeah.
Well done. In order to fix a twisted truth, you need something even more powerful.
Huh?
What do you mean?
be careful.
I mean, the testimonies without evidence are powerless. Be careful. Believe me, I know. I'm an ex-con.
But
Why did the culprit not step forward and take advantage of the first blood perk?
The really good explanation for that is that the culprit was not available.
Yeah.
A standard explanation would be they were too afraid to be judged by the others.
Mm-hmm.
But if they've already killed somebody, what, is it going to get worse?
I mean, maybe.
Alternately, we don't actually know, even with the way that that Monokuma and the Monokubs reacted, we really don't know if that would have been like, great, you get to graduate. That doesn't mean you get to leave.
Right.
Maybe it did. Maybe it did. They never specified.
But it's possible that the Blackened also wasn't certain, and so they didn't say anything.
That could also be a legitimate reason.
huh?
What?
Then
The culprit must have killed to survive, so it is odd that they would not step forward. True. I wonder what that means.
That's true.
I can think of several possibilities, but the worst case scenario is the culprit's objective wasn't to survive. It was to kill everyone here.
Okay, that makes sense too. If they wanted to not get the first blood perk and force a class trial so that they can kill everyone else. Alright.
huh?
Everyone?
I don't think that's it.
I don't either.
But it is most definitely another possibility.
He did just say it was the worst case scenario.
That is correct.
That would explain why they would forego their survival in favor of a class trial. But doesn't that seem like a bit of a stretch to you?
The only reason that I strongly think it is not this, though it could be, I suppose, it's already happened.
Yeah, you're right.
It's happened twice.
Yeah, there's no way they'd do it again.
The first time it happened was a suicide.
Uh-huh. Oh!
The second time it happened was a suicide.
Well, then doesn't that mean this can't be a suicide?
Maybe.
So it must be Miyu. Akane's the killer.
Do you agree?
Well, if the culprit is also the mastermind, then it's certainly plausible. Pay attention, everyone.
That is also the case.
Yeah.
These are all possibilities.
Well, true. Killing us all does seem like something the mastermind would do.
Maybe. We don't know anything about the mastermind or their motives, so how could we make any extrapolations?
Yeah, they're just assuming that the mastermind is therefore their enemy.
Well, the mastermind is their enemy.
Well, right.
But the mastermind, if he just wanted to kill them, they'd all already be dead.
Yeah. They would have died when the time ran out.
No, if he just wanted to kill them, he just would have killed them.
Oh, yeah, that's what you meant.
He doesn't, that's not his objective.
Right.
Killing them isn't his objective.
So we cannot lose this fight. Even on this uncharted path, we must find our way. I don't know who killed Rantaro, but it's Monokuma's fault it happened.
That's correct. The killer does bear full responsibility, and Monokuma also bears full responsibility.
Because he pressured us, this happened. That motive he gave us is part of it. And so is that strange music. Hold on a minute here.
I seem to recall having been told in the past that it is vitally important that we watch the Danganronpa 3 anime before playing this game.
Yeah! What if what triggered Rantaro's memory or whatever was the music?
Perhaps so.
Yeah. I'm just saying that's a possibility.
Another way to look at it is that it straight up is brainwashing music.
Yeah.
And so that somebody who was a bit more on the edge was vulnerable to it.
Yeah.
Well done pointing this out, Tsumugi. What on earth happens in this game later that makes so many people dislike it so strongly? Because this is...
So far, it's hitting all aces for me.
Yeah, this is unambiguously the best Danganronpa game for us.
Yeah!
That's terrible.
He played that music at such a high volume to make us feel sick and want to kill, right?
Okay.
It was awful. I thought I'd go crazy.
I can't believe it.
I bet someone felt pressured by that and killed Rantaro. It's all Monokuma's fault.
Well said. Like, really, even the characters that we kind of don't really care for are more interesting and come off better than the characters that we haven't cared for in other games.
Yeah. Anyway, we have to stop the mastermind so that this is the last murder that ever happens here. We just have to.
Well,
you don't say.
Whether brainwashy or not, it's certainly irritating.
Trashy skank.
And what do you have to add to the conversation?
Don't talk to me, crotch itch. I'm fucking busy.
Miyu continued ignoring us while she fiddled with a controller.
A what?
A controller.
A what?
A controller. Why are you making me repeat this? I don't understand.
What is something that somebody might use a controller for?
I don't get where you're going.
Where something that has existed in this facility that I have brought up as being suspicious about.
Well, to be fair, you're holding a controller.
Yes, that's true, but I'm not in a hermetically sealed environment. I can get out and drive to Arkansas right now if I wanted to. Let's see, it starts with a D and ends with a roan.
Huh?
What's that controller for, Miyu?
Dun, 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 dun! It's a prone!
Just gonna come right out and say it, are you? Prone?
Prawn! Drawn!
I don't mean to butt into the conversation, but don't you mean drone?
Actually,
If it was a prone, it'd team up with the rest of the Ganglion Alliance to destroy humanity.
I don't know. This just goes to show that I'm a lightweight because I can still not know everything off the top of my head and not have had experience to some aspects of things that I really like. I have not fully mastered my genre, therefore I am still weak and lightweight.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
To my shame, neither do I!
Then,
Wait a second, the controller is... Now you're getting it, dick cheese!
She laughed obnoxiously and pointed her finger upward.
ha! Feast your eyes on the latest creation from the gorgeous girl genius, Miu Iruma.
It can't be this obvious. You literally jumped to it, and here it is. It can't be this obvious.
I saw what happened, and I was like, the inventor is going to use the drone that's in boxes in the warehouse that is the only thing that we can examine. Maybe it isn't this, but come on!
It's a drone.
Isn't that actually one of the jellyfish monsters from Writing?
I told you that's a drone. If it was a drone, it'd be leading a pack of vicious monsters. I don't get it.
when did you have time to make this?
I got bored after I made those cameras you asked for, so I modified this RC plane.
Wow, you really modified it. It don't look nothing like a plane.
I even decked it out with a camera so it'll take perfect aerial photographs.
It doesn't look like it could carry something, but...
Well, we don't know how strong it is.
From there, I'll use the photos as a reference to draft a floor plan to help the investigation.
We've got a map in our monopad.
This way, I get out of having to do any actual investigative legwork.
Drafting a floor plan with photos?
That's amazing. I'm sure this will help with the investigation.
Out of my way!
The only problem is, I'm not used to operating a prawn and taking pictures with it.
Jeez.
You shouldn't be proud of that, and if you don't hurry, the investigation will end soon.
Bitch!
I can't do shit about that, so just calm your tiny tits and shut up.
My tits are remarkably placid. Shut up, you! My chest is way better than your nasty cow udders.
Don't be so mean to me. We don't understand stories.
What did I do?
Udders!
How utterly ridiculous.
Wah, 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 wah.
You're a bit wimpy when someone stands up to you, huh? You're actually a complete wuss.
Tsumugi, I love you so much. In fact, now that I've put just a few more seconds of thought into it, I love Tsumugi even more than I did before. At this rate, she's gonna be my favorite character in fiction, so
Fucking bitch!
No,
Fucking moron!
no, truth bullet, I see.
Yeah, wouldn't it be just a shame if she was just a little too late in providing evidence for the class trial?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
There's really nothing about the books.
Well, I think we have to talk to Shuichi to investigate the murder scene, and then we might be able to look at, like, the divot that we talked about.
Yeah, perhaps so, perhaps so. I mean, or we could be completely wrong about that.
True, true. The vent is open. I was the one who took off the grate and left it in the duct.
And we were keeping watch in the classroom this vent leads to. I don't think the culprit came in or out through there. Of course, something else may have come in or out through there.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Uh-huh.
However,
All right, now for the real stuff. Hey, Kaede, do you remember what we saw when we came in here?
yeah.
yeah, I remember. We saw the moving bookcase close on its own, right?
Right, and I'm just remembering how it did it. And the angle.
No one even touched it, so how did that happen?
Actually, it has to do with how the bookcase works. There's nothing unusual about it closing on its own.
Right. Shuichi moved the bookcase to reveal the hidden door, probably surprising everyone here because we haven't talked to them about anything.
Yes! Ramble, ramble, ramble!
Is that all right?
Take a look at this. If I let go of the bookcase...
He let go of the bookcase, and after waiting for a bit...
Yeah.
Ramble, 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 yeah.
Eldmar, Eldmar, Eldmar.
Oh, it closed on its own.
The bookcase is set up like an automatic door. It closes after a period of time. It makes perfect sense when you think about it.
Yeah, they can't exactly close it when they get into the room.
If it didn't close on its own, you wouldn't be able to put the bookcase back after you went inside, and everybody could find your dastardly secret identity. Or discover that you're Batman.
I see.
I see. The bookcase has to close on its own once you go through the hidden door.
Not necessarily consistent with everything we've thought of so far, but normally all of our initial thoughts aren't consistent.
Right.
Somebody could have, or Rantaro could have come in, opened the bookcase, because he had to have known about the bookcase.
Right.
Like I said, we saw him stand here, and he defiantly went it, like in the free day, and he defiantly came in here with the intent to stop it. He could have opened it, the camera goes quick, and he's like, the hell is that?
So he goes over there, and that's when the iron ball hits him on the head, and then the door closes on its own.
Yeah, and then it takes until we get here, which means we even ran into some people and talked to them before making it in here, before the door finally closed.
Yeah.
So somebody could have gone in there on their own, but it could have been that nobody went in there.
Right. But wait, if the bookcase closes itself after you enter the hidden door... Oh, maybe the reason why the bookcase closed itself was because the mastermind was hiding just past the hidden door.
You're right.
After killing Rantaro, they ran through the hidden door. It certainly is possible.
However, everyone showed up. So if that's the case, the mastermind isn't one of us.
Right. It's not that the mastermind just picked up a shot put and beat him in the head.
Right.
Let's check that now.
Huh?
Huh? How do we check it?
The dust.
Remember.
The dust on the card reader, remember?
Shuichi moved the bookcase again to reveal the hidden door once more.
Marble, 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 marble.
Blamar.
Do you want to fight?
Bamboo sword bag.
Then...
No, that makes sense. It's like the last one of those I tried to say, but when I said it, it made sense. Like we failed. All right, let's see.
We leaned in to get a closer look at the gap of the card reader.
Huh?
The dust is still there, so I guess no one opened the door.
So it's really kind of like what I said. Opened the bookcase.
Camera goes off. What the heck?
You're right.
It looks like the card reader wasn't used. That means the mastermind didn't hide here.
What if the mastermind replaced the dust after they used the card reader? What if there were 3 mediums in Kurain?
Oh man, yes! So right, our mastermind, let's just call him
Mr. X.
Okay, Mr. X ran in here, opened the bookcase, Rantaro comes in, he grabs a shot put ball that he happened to keep in his pocket, beats him in the face and kills him, goes in the room,
and then applies dust to the outside after he enters.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Very brilliant. Excellent job, Kaede. Excellent job.
No.
No, I remember exactly where I put the dust. This hasn't been moved at all.
Damn, son, that's some good memory.
Well, he's the one who put it there for a reason. But what if Mr. X put the dust in the same place that it already was? Son,
But what if
Okay.
Kyoko's a ghost?
What if Kyoko's a ghost? We have to take this seriously. I think it's safe to assume the mastermind did not go through this door.
Then the one who moved the moving bookcase at the time was...
A groan. A flying groan.
Rantaro himself?
No.
I can't say for sure. We'll know more when we get the pictures back. There's a chance that someone else was hiding here. First, the closest people came in,
Uh-huh.
and then it wasn't all that long before everybody else came in.
Right,
Is
because
that
everyone
right?
started screaming, yeah.
Right, that is how it happened.
Correct,
Two
correct.
waves of people coming in.
Yes. First
Okay.
they showed up, then the people in the game room showed up to their screaming, and then the announcement played and everyone else showed up.
If you account for Rantaro on the floor, that's all 16 of them.
Yes.
Meaning that's a big number. I even had to count to make sure they were all there because it's hard to keep track
Right, when
of
there's
such a
16
large
people.
number of people. Somebody could have been hiding and just
Slipped out the other door?
No, slipped out when everybody else had arrived.
Maybe.
So somebody could have been in here.
That's true.
I don't think that is what happened.
I mean, it's also possible they could have shimmied up the vent, I suppose.
if
they
it
were
was
small enough.
Ryoma,
Yeah.
which is kind of where I think the trial is going, but it
Oh,
wasn't.
come on. Of course the trial's going to point at Ryoma. It's a shot punt.
Yeah, but it wasn't him.
It wasn't him.
I see.
Or maybe we're being double faked. Maybe it is him.
No, Billy! No, calm down!
Maybe there are 4 mediums in Kurain.
No, don't go to the dark side!
Well, I still think the mastermind is the culprit. So we just need to find the clues that can connect us to the mastermind.
Okay, why don't we just find clues and then figure out what to do with them when we have them?
We'll end the killing game that way too.
You'll come closer to it, but we can't. No one can do that right here. Not the ultimate detective, not both ultimate detectives, not all 50 ultimate detectives in Kurain. Really, Spirit of Justice was a great game. Great game.
In case no one understood what I was referencing.
About that, it really doesn't mean that they couldn't have put it back, but
It does seem unlikely,
it just extra complicated. Is
Yeah.
that really?
right?
I feel like we'll use that to disprove somebody running in the room. Or
Right,
whatever.
right. So, how do we investigate the body?
This part's important. Why can't we do it?
Talk to Shuichi again?
Shuichi,
Hey Shuichi, I need some advice. What do you think we should check first? I'm thinking about it too, but since you're a detective, you might know more than me.
That's true.
Might? What we should check first is if the areas where we placed the cameras have changed in any way. Like the bookcases, the vent. I guess we haven't looked at the bookcases.
That's true.
I feel like there might be clues around there. So, stupid, quit trying to look at the body and look at the room.
Oh, okay, I see, I understand. Sorry.
If I remember correctly.
Also, and I know this is gonna really weird you out, but maybe you should investigate the body and the weapon, which is what prompted us to talk to you in the first place. It might be hard to do, but...
Well,
And finally, we need to hear from everyone here, but
Well, I
you've
did
already...
that first.
Don't contradict me. I'm the ultimate detective.
Okay, I'm sorry.
One of them might have noticed something we missed, or pull a murderous drone out of her back pocket.
yeah.
Okay, got it. Thanks, Shuichi.
okay.
It's no problem at all. I hope I can be of some use. All right, doors.
This is the rear door. It's the furthest door from the stairs, and it leads to the hallway.
And
And the AV room,
which is gonna come up. Maybe. How can it not?
right?
Well, I guess it wouldn't be a suicide in that case, but it doesn't
Yeah, I
matter.
guess you're right.
I mean, having a theory or whatever is fine, but the first thing we have to deal with is the evidence.
Right. By the way, this is a sliding door. See? It opens when you slide it, which
I
we
like-
pointed that out last time.
Yeah, I like how we pointed that out like 2 episodes ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that.
Do you think Rantaro entered through this door?
I can't say for sure until we get those pictures back from the Mono Cubs.
You're right. We'll just have to wait.
Yeah. Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Right, and these are double doors.
It's the front door that leads directly to the basement stairs. We went through this door before we discovered Rantaro's body.
We entered the library through here with Kaito and Tenko.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw the moving bookcase close, and then when we ran over...
That's true.
We found Rantaro's body behind that bookcase.
I wonder if Rantaro entered through the same door as we did. Maybe the mastermind did too.
That's...
When we see the pictures after the Mono Cubs develop them, that will be clear.
I hope so.
I mean, we're gonna get almost nothing.
I guess all we can do is wait.
Huh. Over here you can see how the books were sloppily organized.
Well, look, she only got so far, man, before she gave up.
She did a lot!
I know, she only needed to really do it like in that divot, because that's clearly where she intended to put the
I
camera.
mean, what is this, like 800 pounds of books? That's a lot! And then you can still see it over there, too. Anyway.
Tons of books are crammed into the bookcase and arranged in various stacks on top. It took forever.
Yeah! I mean, her arms should just be, like, exploding and burning in pain. It doesn't seem as if anything has changed since we set up the cameras.
Remember,
The books that you stacked up haven't moved.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the ones I stacked up to keep people from going through the vent, but actually turned out to possibly be a ramp for a bowling ball to roll and knock on someone's head a la Tom and Jerry?
I think that's probably right, but we haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah. Those have been left alone, that's my line.
Yeah.
Ah.
Hey!
Stacked books.
Stack of books.
I mean, books are full of papers, so it's really a stack of papers.
Stack of papers.
The moving bookcase is closed right now, so the hidden door is currently out of sight.
By the way,
You guys set up a security sensor on top of this bookcase, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it should still be there. Let me check.
Shuichi climbed up the ladder and looked on top of the moving bookcase.
Remember,
It's still here. I should take it down now.
oh,
Removing it is fine, but... And this may be important. Won't your receiver go off when you move it?
no.
No, it's all right. I turned the receiver off. Maybe that doesn't mean anything, but doesn't it seem like it might?
Well, they're bringing it up.
Oh, really? You can turn it off?
Okay.
Yeah, I made sure to switch it off on the way down here. I thought the mastermind could still be inside, and I didn't want to alert them.
I see.
Smart thinking.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we'll just be remembering that one. I'm still surprised that the way we deal with the first blood perk is to ignore it.
I'm pretty sure I don't need to tell you this, but shouldn't we investigate Rantaro's body?
Yes, if we want to find clues, we have to.
Also, isn't it funny that I did things in the reverse order of what you recommended?
Do you want to fight? I will hurt you, woman. But if it's too much for you, Kaede, you don't have to, okay?
No.
No, it's fine. I can do it. My mind was set, and I started to walk toward Rantaro's body. And then he jumped up and said, "Surprise!"
That'd be a fake out.
The last time I saw Rantaro, he was alive and well.
Why did Nantaro die here?
Huh?
What do you mean, die here?
Well, BSG has speculated about it, but we, the characters, have to move at our own pace.
Who?
So let's address this.
Remember,
I mean, if Rantaro was the one who moved the bookcase, if Rantaro was the one who moved the bookcase, which I think is probably the case.
Was it the bookcase, though?
What?
You said that was probably the case, so I was specifying if it was the bookcase that was... Never mind.
Hey, what's that prone flying up there above your head?
Oh, it looks like he's carrying a pot shot. Ouch!
That would mean he came all the way over here after the bookcase opened. He moved away from the hidden door to this spot. Why would he do that? And that does look like what he did.
Yeah!
And there's no trace of his body being moved. It doesn't add up. Maybe it will once we say, look at the camera with blood on it, and look at his hands with blood on them, and look at the splatter of blood.
With blood on it.
Is there a problem? Do you want to fight?
No.
Are you okay?
You've gone pale. Although, I guess that's normal. We have to investigate a dead body, after all. The body of someone who was alive and talking to us just a little while ago.
No.
It's okay, really. We just have to do our best.
Again, I think the way they're handling this aspect of it is better than it was in the first game.
Yep.
I don't really remember how they dealt with this in the second game, but in the first game, I know like 4 or 5 characters were just overly concerned about it.
Mm-hmm.
No, of course it's normal to like think it's to really be creeped out and to not want to do it.
But they were like being paralyzed by it.
Yeah, it was just like the do-nothing crowd. They didn't want to do anything.
Not just for Rantaro's sake, but also so we can avenge him. And so we can protect everyone else. We have to defeat the mastermind who's orchestrating this whole thing.
Hey!
Kaede, I'll help you in any way I can. I'll support you for this investigation. Just please don't make me responsible for it or I will crumble under pressure. I am sort of a detective, after all.
Jeez.
Sort of. You are a detective, remember?
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
And you know, people being afraid and creeped out and scared and worried by this, and even not wanting to do it, I understand all that and I'm not critical of it, but in the situation that you're in, you have to do it. Well, I guess let's start with the body.
I know we need to examine his body, but I'm not sure where to start.
Leave it to me.
It's okay. I can do it.
Shuichi showed no hesitation as he began to examine Rantaro's body.
Goodness, I mean, if it were me, I'd certainly show hesitation. I'd do it if I thought I could, or thought I knew how, or thought I wouldn't mess anything up, but there'd be hesitation. There's blood on the back of his head. It looks like a pretty deep wound. It's consistent with blunt force trauma. I don't see any other injuries. The Monokuma file is accurate. This must be the fatal wound.
So we can trust the Monokuma file?
Okay.
Yes, for now.
Shuichi then stuck his hand into Rantaro's pocket.
Well.
Huh?
Wait, what are you doing?
Something really important.
I'm
checking what he has on his person. There might be a clue.
Such as a card key, for instance.
For instance, if we're going to do this, we have to be thorough. I told you I would support you, after all.
How can you say that with so much confidence? Come on, Kaede, pull yourself together.
Nantaro had in his possession the key to his room and the student handbook monopad. The monopad is definitely his, and it's exactly the same model as ours.
He didn't have a card key on him?
Could it be?
That's what I was thinking, but he didn't have it.
Then Rantaro really wasn't the mastermind.
If he was the mastermind, then he probably wouldn't have come here without the card key. Maybe.
Having said that, there are plenty of places for him to have quickly stuffed it. You're full of books here.
Right, it could have happened, but you can't just ignore the fact that he does not have a card key.
Right.
So, with what we know now, that is the most likely possibility. Yes.
Why was Rantaro here if he wasn't the mastermind?
He said he was going to end it. Okay, it all checks out. We were both looking at this really suspiciously. This is the next most obvious thing to look at.
A bloody shot put ball is on the ground.
Could it be...
This shot put ball, could it be...
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely came from the warehouse on the first floor.
There's blood all over it.
That's the murder weapon, right? I don't see anything else that could have been used.
You're right.
The shot itself is heavy. You would have to be fairly strong to use it as a weapon.
Or use a prone. Fairly strong, huh?
I'm sure somebody will accuse Gonta of this.
Probably, yeah.
But ultimately, it's going to come to Ryoma.
Yeah, of course.
Are you okay?
Kaede, are you okay? We've finished investigating the body. Let's get out of here for now, okay?
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Whoa,
I kind of feel like we should keep investigating. There's other stuff to investigate, guys.
like we need to look at the divot up there and the blood splatter on the wall?
Well, I mean, technically we are done with the body, but... No!
Something is bothering me. Why did Rantaro come to the library? It seems likely that he is not the mastermind. So what reason did he have for coming here?
I'm guessing it had something to do with what Rantaro mentioned earlier.
Thank you for bringing this up. It's not about outfoxing everyone in this killing game. It's about ending the game itself. That's the real goal. Ending the game itself.
Could it be...
Then it's possible, just like we said when he was standing in front of it earlier. He noticed the hidden door in the library just like we did.
Huh?
What?
He might have come to the same conclusion we did, that the mastermind would come here.
And so that's why he gathered the guys in the video game room, so that if he confronted the mastermind, he'd be able to yell for help.
That's very possible.
You mean he had the same idea as us? No way. He should have told us. Oh, wait, I see where we're going with this. We could have worked together. I collapsed to the floor, crushed by the weight of my frustration.
No.
No, he probably couldn't risk telling us. Like you said, he, and especially he, was suspicious of everyone. I have you, Kaede, but Rantaro didn't have anyone he could trust. That might have been the only difference between me and him.
As he said that, he offered me a hand. I took his hand, and he firmly pulled me to my feet.
Yeah, again, like death flag screaming here.
Remember.
Kaede, let's go. We can't waste time now. You're not going to give up, right? You're going to save everyone, right?
Yeah.
Shuichi. He's right. I can't give up now.
Shuichi.
Thanks. I feel like I can rely on you even more.
Huh?
Shuichi is right. We can't give up until it's over. I can't stay depressed forever. I have to help everyone get out of here. We have to continue the investigation. We gotta find the mastermind.
Well, we do, but we also have to find the killer. It's kind of an immediate priority. Kaede, I think we've investigated the entire library now.
But we still don't know anything yet. I feel like we didn't get any closer to the mastermind.
You're right.
The most important piece of evidence will be those photos. Once we get those... But then again, we can't just say that and do nothing. Let's keep investigating what we can. Yes! Bless you! Thank you all so much!
Keep investigating?
That's true.
Yes. I think we should collect alibis. We need to verify where everyone was during the time frame when Rantaro was killed. Some people have a pretty airtight alibi.
Uh-huh.
I see.
I mean, maybe it depends on where the other evidence leads.
Mm-hmm. If that's the case, then who should we question?
Everyone?
Mm-hmm.
The 6 people that went down to the basement with Rantaro.
We probably should talk to them anyway.
Yeah.
But we don't have to spend much time with it.
And I don't think we should be overly suspicious of them.
Yeah, completely agree. But we do need to talk to him. It also establishes like a type of group fairness.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if there was some sort of Rube Goldberg machine set up by somebody ahead of time, this would have been their alibi, being here, right?
Uh-huh. Kaito, Gonta, Maki, Tenko, Angie, and Himiko. Let's talk to them first.
Thank you so much! Oh, it's so wonderful! They should have been in the game room, along with Rantaro. Let's ask them about what happened there.
Yeah.
It's also true that we have no idea what happened there.
Right. Okay, let's go find them.
And so the people that weren't there, not counting Kaede and Shuichi, who also have an airtight alibi.
And that we were following along their perspective.
Right. And they even have a witness. Well, I mean, I guess you could say that maybe that might be suspicious if there's some reason to suspect them, which is going to come up at some point. But so Kirumi, Tsumugi, Miyu.
Ryoma.
Yeah, Ryoma. Gonta was there. Kokichi.
And Kibo. Oh, and Korikiyo.
Yeah, and Korekiyo and Kibo.
Yep.
So.
For now, let's head to the game room.
Oh, Billy, they're smart. And they work together.
I know, it's so great.
And they understand how difficult everything is and don't try to sugarcoat it and then talk themselves into doing it anyway. It's all we ever wanted.
Maki, you were in the game room when Rantaro was killed, right?
Hey,
What were you all doing down here? Rantaro was with you, right?
Hey.
Am I a suspect?
Oh no, that's not what I meant.
Everybody is a suspect, but it's really easy to eliminate a lot of people. You should suspect me. In fact, you should be suspicious of everyone.
Huh? Because.
Someone got killed right after we all gathered here. The timing is too perfect. Then again, with the time limit so close to expiring, maybe that's why it happened.
You don't know?
So trust no one, Kaede. Or you lose. Got it?
I can't get a read on Maki at all. She just saw a dead body, and she's perfectly calm.
Okay, recently I was asking to be given an excuse to not dislike Maki, and that was it. I'm really glad that we got that.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a jerk, you're a jerk, and if you have a bad attitude, you have a bad attitude. But that doesn't mean you're a bad person.
Yeah.
And I think that you should give a lot of latitude to people who have attitudes like that, as long as
they don't push it past a certain point.
Yeah, or actually cause any damage, or actually attack anybody. And she was kind of stepping over the line, but right there she actually said something encouraging, and that's good enough.
Yeah.
Good enough for me.
Yeah.
So I'll stop complaining about her for now. But she's still a jerk.
It's hard to imagine her as the ultimate child caregiver.
But
But why were you all here in the first place? It was Kaito's idea.
Oh.
He suddenly wanted to hold a strategy meeting and gathered us together.
I thought it was Rantaro's idea.
Yeah, same here. However, that does show that Kaito, although he may not necessarily be that reliable, like he's genuine about trying to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Billy, characters all do things. It's so beautiful. He said we should confront Monokuma once the time limit expires.
I don't understand.
And he picked the 7 people he thought would be useful in a fight.
You picked Himiko? And Angie?
He didn't pick Ryoma? At
Least he picked Gonta,
yeah,
you know.
At least he got Gonta and Tenko, but...
Yeah. 7 people. Kaito, Gonta, Maki, Tenko, Himiko, Angie, and Rantaro.
And Rantaro is probably a decent enough call.
Yeah.
I mean, he's also one of the bigger people here.
And he's also someone who, like, is unlikely to panic.
Yeah.
And be able to react appropriately.
Yeah.
He brought Himiko so Tenko would get a power-up protecting her.
Wait, that's brilliant! Actually, that's good. Yeah, okay. I don't just mean that for Tenko, but there's, like, a victim there.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, some people, including himself and Gonta, would have somebody to protect.
Yeah.
Also, Kaito himself is a good call there. But really, he should have gotten Kirumi instead of Maki. I guess Maki, however, has this type of coldness to her that might make her, I don't know, pretty surprisingly good at shanking people.
But, I'm not sure those 7 would all be useful in a fight, though.
Look, it's Kaito. What do you expect? He got some right and he got some wrong.
I see.
Kaito thought Himiko's magic and Angie's connection to Atua would be useful.
This isn't an RPG.
I'm not the person you have to explain that to, sweetie.
Huh?
But what about you, Maki? Why did he also pick the ultimate child caregiver? Did he expect you would take care of the Mono Cubs?
Maybe he thought that she could provide moral support because she's good at taking care of kids.
This is stupid.
He just looked at me and said, "Yeah, you probably know how to fight." I mean, he's right. That's not the point.
That's it? Jeez. That does sound like something Kaito would do, though.
Yeah, I can confirm. Totally does. Yeah, me too.
But
By the way, I guess I like Maki now. I'm glad. She finally had a scene where it wasn't her just, like, kicking a puppy.
She's showing her humanity.
Yes! Even Miyu has showed her humanity, for what it's worth.
Or her humameries.
No! If she has shown her humameries...
Look, that's the kind of episode we're in.
I was gonna say something about Tsumugi and, the contents of a hard drive and special videos, but, we're just gonna drop this. But why have a strategy meeting in the game room in the basement?
I don't know.
Beats me. Maybe Kaito figured it would be harder for Monokuma to find us here?
In other words, it was just a coincidence?
Coincidences do happen. And what was Rantaro doing at the time? Was he in the strategy meeting with you?
That's true.
He was, at first. But then he excused himself to go to the bathroom and left on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Kaito and Tenko went looking for him so he could finish the meeting before time expired. And on their way back, that's when we ran into them.
Yeah. That must have happened around... Huh? What are you guys doing here? Well, never mind. Your timing's perfect. You should join our strategy meeting. Kaide's definitely welcome to join. Then did the four of you just wait in the game room the whole time? No one dipped off into the AV room, right?
Angie, Himiko, and I were the only ones who stayed behind. Gonta never joined us.
Huh?
Huh? Gonta wasn't with you guys?
Gonta did arrive, but then he left and locked himself in the AV room in the back. Maybe the stuff about the door is going to end up being a total red herring.
Yeah.
So at this point, you could easily try to... Look, maybe Gonta or Ryoma did it. I just don't think so. But there's going to be an argument to actually go after Gonta, who's in the room with the door, and he's strong enough to use the shot put, and Ryoma, who's killed people with an iron ball.
Yeah. And, like, if the door only opens partially, if he times it right, he can just slide open that door just enough while someone's entering the library and then shot put him through the doors. Like,
that's right. Yeah, okay.
Again, I don't think it's Gonta who did it, but I feel like that might be the way the argument might go. He was in the AV room by himself?
Ew.
Suspicious behavior, isn't it? The other two feel the same way.
What other two?
Angie and Himiko?
Like I'd know.
Why don't you go to the AV room? They're probably still there. Well, that was extremely useful.
Yeah.
I have literally no reason... That's not a truth bullet.
You keep missing the truth bullet, ironically.
I don't know how. I always, when I open the menu to look at them, I always go right past them. I don't think that she would lie at all.
Right, especially if there's two other people that agree with her that it's suspicious.
Unless she's deeply involved, I don't think she would not tell the truth.
I agree.
Wait!
Gonta not murder anyone!
The amount of shock that I would have if he did, my God, I couldn't take it.
Come on, man.
I told you, we're not saying you did. We just want to talk.
No.
No, it's him all right. He's got the face of a killer.
Himiko!
No way!
No judge Gonta by his outside. On inside, Gonta gentleman.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on here?
Ah.
Oh, hey there, Kaede. We're just trying to ask him. Just tell us while we're still asking nicely. Are you or are you not the culprit?
Yeah?
Or are you not the culprit? Are you not the culprit? Maybe there are 3 mediums in Karain.
I mean, the thing about that gag, right? If you guys haven't seen our Spirit of Justice playthrough, go watch it because you should watch everything we do. But we really
Not biased.
We really enjoy. Yeah, we're not biased at all. We really enjoyed Spirit of Justice, but in the final trial, like one of the final points that had to be overcome was just this ridiculous Hail Mary. Like, oh yeah, well, maybe there's somebody else that exists in this world. Like, I mean, it was so ridiculous. We'd spent so long establishing mediums and kurain and how there weren't any, and then all of a sudden the other person's like, maybe there's somebody else. You just never know, do you? It's just so pathetic.
Huh?
Gonta no.
How many mediums are there in kurain? Gonta!
It's just been this over and over. We can't move forward at all.
Okay, Himiko, you are a very good girl. You are not helping right now, so please let somebody else talk. Kaito, dude, you are doing so good, and I'm glad that you're on our side. It's fine. Don't talk anymore. We'll take it from here.
I think your questions are the problem.
Yeah, I was trying to, not be so blunt about it.
Then I'll change the question. Timmy buys 5 strawberries for 50 cents each and 1 apple.
$3.50! $3.50!
Jeez.
That's totally off topic, Himiko. Do your own math homework.
You know?
Hey, Gonta, I talked to Maki earlier. you were in the basement AV room alone the whole time, right? But what were you doing here alone?
Does Gonta like watching movies?
Gonta happy to be invited to meeting, but Gonta think he not be much help, cause he not smart, so Gonta go watch collector's edition of Dances with Wolves.
I bet he would watch that. I don't know why he has a confidence problem of all things. He can't be dumb. Isn't he an entomologist? I don't know. Is he actually an entomologist? We're just going to assume that he is, even if he isn't. Okay, so he can't be... Because if we just automatically embrace, the fact that we don't think anybody has the actual correct memories or identities, then all we'll do is... I know. Doubt everybody the whole time. But he can't... You shut me down, I'll stop.
Bugs are...
So Gonta in here alone, watching A Bug's Life.
A Bug's Life versus Ants. Ants most definitely has the most creative idea.
I agree.
But it was not particularly well executed.
I also agree with that.
Huh?
What the heck are we talking about?
What? How does that help?
Well, I wanted to have a discussion involving Woody Allen for some godforsaken reason.
Honest.
Bug movie filled Gonta with fight.
I too want to fight Woody Allen.
Make Gonta ready to fight Monokuma.
I see.
So it helps you fight. Okay, sure. You do you, Gonta.
But you know...
But why was it locked?
I'm not even sure it was locked. The door doesn't seem to work.
Huh?
What was locked?
With my magic.
If you don't answer honestly, I'll change you into a girl with my magic.
Huh?
Gonta no can become girl Gonta, then Gonta never become gentleman.
Girl Gonta, and that sound effect was brilliant.
Jeez.
Himiko, can you just shut up for a second, please? You're making this harder than it needs to be.
Why don't you go into the corner, sweetie, and eat some magic powder?
Is that all right?
Gonta, can you tell us what happened next?
Gonta
just needs focus. If Gonta no focus, Gonta no can fill up with fight.
Honest.
That ain't really. Gonta just want to protect everyone. But you guys not gonna believe Gonta, huh? Cause Gonta's so big and scary looking, huh?
Whoa.
Whoa, calm down! You're making a really scary face!
Shut up! Will you people just shut up and let us talk to him?
How can this be?
Cause Gonta feels so useless!
Gonta, that's why I cannot believe he'd ever do anything!
After hearing his story, I can see why people would suspect him.
Kaede, come on!
But I wonder what really happened. Could he actually be the mastermind?
No!
That's true.
Kaede, let's investigate this room a little more. We also need to verify Gonta's alibi by talking to him once he puts down the big chair and stops raging and yelling and screaming.
Yeah, you're right.
But we should probably do that next time. I think we're out of time now.
We are not out of time! Gonta gentleman holding chair for lady! Yeah.
Yo